So here's our topic for today. Kasi I was just reminded. Nakita ko kasi this morning yung isang post sa Blue app. At sabi niya, baha na nga uunahin pa ba ng mga bata sa assignment na pinapagawa ni ma'am. And I'm a teacher. So para sabi ko, ouch. So kinamusta ko muna yung mga bata. Kasi dun sa GC naman ng mga teachers, nakalagay na doon na wala pa pong nagsasend ng mga MOVs. So kailangan nang mag-send ang mga bata ng MOVs na gumagawa sila ng mga pinapagawa ng mga teachers. So it's like saying na wala kang ginagawang teacher, wala kang care, kahit may baha na yung mga bata, basta ang mahalaga, gawin mo yung trabaho mo. So napaisip ako, ito nga content ko for today's video. Bawal umiyak. Okay, warning, disclaimer. Bakit napaka-toxic ng working environment sa Pilipinas? I-generalize natin, be, para hindi naman siya nasi-single out kasi baka mamaya mag-name drop tayo. Charis. Joke lang. So hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. This is Teacher Timmy and welcome to Teacher Timmy Talks. Pag-usapan natin yan. Toxic nga ba ang working environment sa Pinas o kahit sa ibang bansa? How about you? Dun sa working environment, those one employees na nanonood sa atin ngayon dito sa TikTok. Toxic din ba? Be? If you often feel that Monday dread, that heavy feeling in your chest, or that urge to quit your job almost every day, this episode is for you. I love Mondays ba? Or sana Friday na lang ulit? Monday pa lang, nagbibilang ka na, yes! 4 na araw na lang. Diba? Or na-excite ka ba na magtrabaho? Tingnan natin, pag-usapan natin yan. Today, we are diving deep into a topic that affects thousands of Filipinos, especially those in the public sector. Workplace toxicity. Why is it so common? Why do we often endure it? And more importantly, why is the very place meant to serve our country, our public schools, hospitals, and government offices, often the most toxic place to work? Let's unpack the hard truths. Yan. So the public sector paradox. Ganito kasi yan. Service versus survival. When we talk about toxic workplaces in the Philippines, the public sector often stands out. Yay! These environments, from the classroom to the hospital wards, are marked by dedication, but also by profound exhaustion and internal conflict. Why do employees in these critical agencies often serve the public poorly, exhibiting frustration, poor demeanor, or outright inefficiency? The answer is often simple. They are already depleted by internal conflict. So bago pa man nila ipasa yung mga hanash nila sa ibang tao, sa mga kliyente nila, customer, or kung sino man yung mga recipients ng work nila, dati na silang nahanash. Doon pa lang, within their environment. That's why pinapasa nila yung ganong kahanashan. Let's take this case study. The educator's burden. Public schools are a microcosm of this toxicity. Why are there so many toxic colleagues, especially among teachers? Teaching is a calling, but a system often turns it into a grueling fight for survival. When resources are scarce, promotion slots are few, and the workload is overwhelming, stress transforms into internal competition.
Oh, no!
The scarcity mindset, or the inggitan sa trabaho. When career progression, example, master teacher positions, kahit lang yung T1 to T6 natin, T7, special assignments, tasks, relies on subjective evaluation and limited availability, colleagues stop collaborating and start competing intensely.
No!
This is where inggit or envy festers, leading to petty politics. The culture of chismis and siraan. In low-trust environments where meritocracy is questioned, some resort to undermining their peers through siraan as a career strategy. Chismis becomes a weapon to control narratives and push others down. Power dynamics versus merit. Toxicity thrives when seniority and connections trump actual performance. Younger or newly hired staff often feel stifled, while veterans, instead of mentoring, use their tenure to assert dominance or delegate unfair workloads. Kaya nga yung mga iba, kung gaano tinaas ang posisyon, walang ginagawa. Samantalang yung mga bagong pasok, sobra-sobra ang trabaho. The core question, system, management, or culture. Ano bang dapat sisihin? Or sino ang dapat sisihin? The toxicity we see isn't just about personalities. It's a systematic problem with deep cultural roots. It is a trinity of failures working against the employee. Number 1, Tatlong dahilan. The broken system or the weight of pasanin. The system itself creates the fertile ground for burnout,
No!
overwhelming workload, the do-it-all employee. Siyempre, yung mga bida-bida, gusto, mas maraming ginagawa para ipakita na working sila. 'Di ba? Teachers don't just teach. They are guidance counselors, admin staff, data encoders, and construction managers. Nurses and hospital staff are often dangerously understaffed. The system demands superhuman effort for minimum salary and benefits. This leads to chronic stress and short fuss, which inevitably leads to poor service delivery to clients. The bureaucracy and red tape. Dealing with endless paperwork, unnecessary requirements, and slow processes drains the employee's morale. If employees feel frustrated by the bureaucracy, how can they offer patience and efficiency to the client waiting in line? Number two, failure of management. So yung una, system, broken system. Number two naman, failure of management. Accountability and compassion. Management plays an essential role in their mitigating and amplifying toxicity. Transactional leadership. Many heads of offices treat their staff as cogs in a machine, focusing only on compliance and output rather than welfare. They manage deadlines, but not people. Workers feel disposable and unappreciated, leading to resentment. Lack of accountability for toxic behavior. When a manager tolerates or ignores bullying at workplace, gaslighting, or unfair delegation of tasks, they are sending a clear message. Toxicity is the norm. The fear of retaliation, walang kalaban-laban, prevents good employees from reporting abuses. Because karamihan sa kanila, yung pagka-leader nila or pagka-head nila, it turns into being bossy. Rewarding the wrong behavior. Sometimes, the most politically savvy, not the most competent, get promoted. This reinforces the idea that office drama and aligning with the right people are more valuable than honest work. Sabi nga nila, kung malapit ka sa paanan ng Diyos, mas madali kang ma-promote. Diba? You have to please the boss. Because yung boss, magpa-power trip yan. Number three, the toxic culture. The power of hierarchy. The Filipino workplace often struggles with inherent cultural elements that inhibit healthy professional environments. Halimbawa, utang na loob and blind loyalty. The concept of debt of gratitude can be weaponized. Employees may feel obligated to tolerate managerial abuse or unfair demands because of past favors. Challenging the boss is often seen as disrespectful, not professional feedback, because when you speak up, ikaw ang masama. Ikaw ang walang respeto. Hierarchy worship. There is often an excessive emphasis on respecting rank over respecting humanity. This prevents openness, innovation, and direct, honest, internal communication. Kasi syempre, pag nagsalita ka, they will take it against you, personally. Passivity and the fear of confrontation. Filipinos by nature often avoid direct conflict. While this promotes temporary peace, it allows festering issues to build up until they explode in passive, aggressive ways, like chismis or internal sabotage. The solution: a dual call to action. The cycle of toxicity can break, but it requires radical accountability from both the employees on the ground and the leadership at the top. For employees and colleagues, be the change. It is exhausting to be the only person trying to be positive, but your boundary setting is revolutionary. Establish professional boundaries. Mag-ingat sa mga kasama at pinakikisamahan. Learn to say no to unreasonable requests that fall outside your job description, especially if it compromises your mental health. Your job is not to fix the system single-handedly. It is to perform your duties well and preserve your well-being. Solidarity over strain, or oversiraan, sorry. Solidarity over siraan. Instead of competing against your peers for scarce resources, build alliances. You are colleagues. not enemies. Yung feeling mo kasi pagpasok mo pa lang, yung iba dyan, kalaban agad ang tingin sa'yo kahit wala ka namang ginagawa. Di ba? Insecure agad ang person. At parang gigil na gigil para pabagsakin ka. Hindi mo naman sila inaano. Direct your frustration toward the unfair system, not the person in front of you or beside you. Invest in professional development, not office politics. Focus your energy on competence, hindi competition. Toxic people only win when the good people get distracted by their drama. So, wag mo nang pansinin. Ignore. Learn to ignore. Ayan ang sinasabi ko palagi sa mga contents ko. I-practice mo yung stoicism. Ignore mo. If it does not affect you, ignore mo. Kasi kung wala kang namang ambag sa buhay mo, ignore mo. Focus ka lang sa work mo. Be so good at your job that your merits speak louder than any chismis around you. And for administrators and heads of agencies, redefine leadership. If you are a manager, an administrator, or a department head, you hold the power to change the atmosphere. Hindi yung ikaw pa, ma'am, ang dadagdag sa stress ng nararamdaman ng lahat sa paligid mo. Or ikaw pa ang magpapasimuno ng division among them. Prioritize employee welfare over compliance. Implement mental health breaks, reasonable workload limits, and transparent grievance mechanisms. Invest in stress management trainings, not just technical skills training. A happy, rested employee is an effective employee. Parang sa bahay lang, a happy wife is a happy life. Diba? Ganon din sa workplace. Pag happy ang employee, effective din siya na worker. Institute true meritocracy and transparency. Make promotion criteria quantifiable and clear. If the requirements are met, follow through. Remove the perception that advancement relies purely on connections or kissing up. Accountability from the top down. Hold supervisors accountable for fostering toxicity. Create an anonymous channel where employees can report unfair or abusive behavior without fear of retaliation. Sana kasi pag may nag-speak up, hindi sa kanila iti-take personally. Sana i-take it as a professional feedback para sa kabutihan ng lahat. If a manager is the source of the toxicity, they must be addressed decisively. The Filipino workforce is resilient, hardworking, and deeply dedicated to service. But dedication is not a shield against burnout. We deserve workplaces that nurture growth, not toxicity. Let us stop making this workplace a competition for survival. Let's make it a place for service, dignity, and professional excellence. How about you? What are your experiences? Have you encountered this toxicity in your workplace? Let us know in the comments below. Comment naman kayo, di ba? Lalo na sa school, hospitals. Kasi yun yung mga, hindi lang naman yun yung mga government offices. Maraming government offices na imbes na aasikasuhin yung kliyente na nasa harapan nila, mag-chismisan muna sila, magkakamustahan muna, even if the office is supposedly open at 7:30 or 8 o'clock. Magme-make up pa yung mga yan. Pag inabutan mo ng merienda, magme-merienda pa yan. Pag inabutan mo ng lunch break, ito-close nila magla-lunch break. Hello mga ma'am at sir. Wala na pong lunch break sa mga opisina ng gobyerno. Kailangan po take turns. Kasi you can eat any time of the day naman na hindi kailangan nakatapat doon sa lunch break. Di po ba? Ganun din po sa amin sa school. There's no such thing as lunch break kasi yung end ng aming morning shift is at 11:45 and the afternoon shift starts at 11:45. So yun lang po. This is Teacher Timmy saying, always choose to be happy because happiness is a choice. God bless.